What is going on YouTube? Sebastian here today. That's my office desk. I'm moving out of my parents' house right now. I have to pack a few more things, then we're good to go. But today we're going to talk about 5 things that I struggle with and everyone has struggled with at some point when buying and reselling iPhones. I'm going to talk about the 5 downsides of actually buying and reselling iPhones because there are downsides to every business. No business is perfect. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Trust me when I say that. I've been in many businesses and there are a lot of problems in each and every one of them. Dropshipping, Amazon, eBay, like ordering products in bulk, and there's a ton of problems. Affiliate marketing, there's problems in all of them. So I'm going to discuss the 5 sort of issues and difficulties that I have faced with iPhone reselling. So let's get into it. Number 1 is going to be having potential sellers that want to sell you a phone try to get the most out of their phones. So a lot of people typically when they sell their phone want to get the most out of their phone and they want to get the most money for it, which is completely, I agree with that, I respect that, but I am not targeting people who want to get the most out of their phone. I'm targeting those people who need cash very quickly, who need to liquidate all the stuff that they have. Maybe they have rent due in a month or a week or something, or maybe they have to buy their parents something or a car payment. It doesn't really matter. It's just I'm not looking for those people who have a ton of financial freedom and who want to kind of sit on their devices and stuff, or maybe they have other businesses they want to invest that money in or something like that. So that's who I look for. I look for those people who can't they like really need to get rid of their phone today. So that's what I'm looking for when I buy phones. So when people come to me and they offer me a phone, I'm not going to offer them retail price because I don't pay that, because I need to profit. And if they can't respect that, then I say adios onto the next potential seller. And I do this often and I get declined a ton. So if you guys are just getting started, understand not everyone that texts you is going to actually want to sell you their phone. But that is number 1. It's going to be having the sellers be, get kind of difficult with you and not accept that you are in this for business circumstances. So number 2 is going to be having people flake on you. So I've met with people who, or I've tried to meet with people where I go and they say, oh yeah, I'm on my way. And then I pull up to the place that we're gonna meet so I can buy their phone, and then they don't show up, or they show up and they try to rip me off. I've had someone try to sell me an iPhone 8 and an iPhone 8 box, and then I open up the actual box and it's literally an iPhone 7. And I'm like, how can you like not tell that it's not an iPhone 8? What the hell? And people will just waste a ton of time. I value time like up here more than money. Time is very valuable, so when people try to waste my time, it irritates me and I do not like it and it doesn't go well with me. I've had that happen many times. I've also had stuff happen, not as much flake, but when I meet the people, they haven't restored their phone, and even though I ask them to, or they haven't taken out their SIM card, which that's not really a problem anymore. I just bring around a SIM card tool. It's on my keychain or in my car at all times, so that if I need to go meet someone, it's easy and can happen smoothly. But people flake all the time. I've had people that I've met with and I had to wait like 10-15 minutes to see them and actually meet with them. Or I've had them, I meet them and then they are like, actually I want to hold on to the phone or something like that. So there has been tons of problems like that where people flake on me. It's not smooth sailing with this business. There are tons of stuff that you have to battle with, but that is going to be number 2. Number 3 is going to be refunds. So when you're first getting started, you probably don't have a lot of capital. Maybe you guys just bought my course and now you have $200 to work with to start buying and reselling phones. Let's say you buy your first phone, you sell it, the transaction goes well, you buy it for $150 and sell it for $250. Okay, so then you have seller fees, which is like 10%. So now you're at $225 profit, okay? So, or $225 capital from $150, so that's sweet. And then you go on and keep buying phones. Well, let's say after a few days, you've spent the more money on more phones. Let's say the person who you just sold the phone to and he, you got his funds, he requests a refund. How bad would that suck? That's happened to me to the point where like I've spent all of my money on phones and then I have a ton of phones and I'm like about to flip a ton, and then actually a ton like I sell them and then some people refund and I'm like, oh my god. Obviously I make it work because I've made it work many times. I've made everything work for the past few years just because as humans we make things work, but having refunds in the beginning sucks. I mean, now that I have capital in my bank account and I have cash and I'm not really worried about, I can kind of go out and buy whatever I want as far as buying and reselling iPhones. I really don't worry about refunds. If someone refunds me, it's really not worth it for me to stress because First, I sell a lot online, so I don't want to ruin my reputation. I want to make sure I have 5-star ratings and all that good stuff because I don't want one transaction to hurt my reputation. Literally, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. Like for me, someone on my eBay business says their product was not functioning properly. I won't say what it is, but they said it wasn't functioning properly. And I said, okay, no worries, send it to me and then I'll send you another one. And they said, well, my schedule doesn't allow me to have time to ship one out or ship mine out. Can you just send me a new one? And I said, no worries, email me a video of it not properly working, and if it doesn't properly work, then I will go ahead and ship you out a new one. But if it does work, then don't try to rip me off. So that's kind of, I don't want to focus on one transaction too often though, because really I just want to make sure my customers are satisfied in the grand scheme of things. So that's going to be 3. Dealing with refunds. It can be terrible, especially in the beginning when you only have a little bit of capital and you spend all your money, and let's just say you do a $500 sale and then you get the money, but then someone does a refund, and then you're just kind of like, wow, well, what do I do now? So that kind of, it definitely sucks. So that's going to be 3. Number 4 is dealing with finance phones if you don't actually know how to go out and properly check them. I believe I had another video that I posted about how to check finance phones. Maybe that's actually in my course. Because that was kind of, it was kind of tough to actually do. Yeah, I think it's actually in my course. But if you don't know how to properly check finance phones, literally you can be screwed. So with finance phones, I had someone say that they bought an iPhone 8 or they bought an iPhone X, and AT&T gave them an 8 for free. So I was like, that is awesome, dude, congrats to you. Can we step into the AT&T store so I can verify that it actually is paid off? And he's like, oh, I actually have work right now, so I can't. And this is when I was just young, and well, it was like a year ago, and I just wanted to make money super quickly. So I was like, no worries, dude, let's just, here's the money, give me the phone, and then peace out. So he did that, and then a week later or so, it turned out blacklisted, and I was like, wow. That sucks. I got screwed because I sold the phone and then I had to do a refund. So that's, referring to number 3, refunds. That overall transaction sucked. I ended up losing money. So if you don't know how to properly check if a phone is financed or not, you can really get screwed on deals. Up until recently, I didn't know how to check finance phones, which that is a huge, very important when you are buying and reselling iPhones. Trust me on that. It's very important. I stress that, like I can't stress that even more. It's a big part of buying newer phones. So that's gonna be number 4, finance phones. It can be a hassle, but as long as you know how to check them, it's pretty easy. Now I'm to the point where I have people that text me who want to sell me their phones, and I literally will buy them and sell them the same day because I have a buyer for all of my finance phones to the point where I can just go meet the person, grab the phone, and then same day go meet the other person and sell them. I remember I was at getting my car washed and I bought an iPhone X for like $170, and that was at the car wash, and then the person came and met me to buy my finance phones and the iPhone X that was locked, and I ended up selling the X for $480, and then I ended up what else? I had an iPhone 8 Plus that I sold for like a $70 profit. So I made a freaking ton of money while I was getting my car wash. And that's complete passive income. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling at the car wash. But that's going to be number 4. But now let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is actually going to be getting your ads flagged for removal. So I've had tons of people message me who aren't in my course, ask me, hey Sebastian, how do I get my ads unflagged and stuff like that? And it's like, 1, if you can't invest in yourself and like invest in learning a business, I don't know what your deal is. I've spent tons of money on courses, books, like yesterday I literally spent all day in my new house sitting on my computer learning Facebook ads and just soaking my brain up. Now today, once I finish moving into the new house, I am going to sit on my computer and test Facebook ads. It's just how it happens. It's how my mind works. I have to do that. It's just a thing that I'm putting into place where I'm taking tons of massive action. But I have spent a ton of money learning on tons of stuff and trial and error on a huge scale with tons of businesses before I get things working. So if you guys don't pay someone or invest in yourself to have someone who is more successful than you in a business or industry help you out, I don't know what you're doing. Like literally, you're wasting so much time in a life or in a world where time is never gonna get back to you. You're never gonna get time back. So you're literally wasting a ton of time if you're not bettering yourself and investing in yourself. But with getting ads flagged, I had to teach someone how to post ads for myself. So he posts all of my ads, and like in the beginning, he was getting all of his ads flagged. And you guys probably have had that happen to you as well. But I had to go in and teach him how to do that, so now everything is okay. But it was one of those things where it's like not a lot of people know exactly what to do and a system in place to go out and have those ads never get flagged. So that sucks. That's another problem that I have seen, and a downside with iPhone reselling. It's not a problem anymore for me, but I'm sure for all of you guys it still may be, which is unfortunate. But hopefully you guys can either figure it out, or if you guys hop in my course, it will literally walk you through how to make sure your ads aren't getting flagged. Once I move into this new house, by the way, I'm gonna add tons more modules to this course, and it's gonna be freaking huge. So just be ready for that. If you guys are already in the course, be ready for that. If you guys aren't in the course, I would hop in because the price is probably gonna get raised since I'm spending way more time into it and making sure that you guys can get the most value in the course, because I literally want to have 100% success rate. All of the students in my, most students in my course who actually take action are killing it. The ones who hop in and then they like dabble in it for a second and then hop out or like try to get a refund, they're not going to become successful because they are not devout, like they're not just jumping off the cliff and going hard, which is, it's really what it kind of takes to become successful in any industry. You just need to hop in and get started. But that is going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button. Sorry I have not posted in, I believe it's been like 3 weeks, so sorry for that. I've been really busy. I was in Mexico last week for a full week. That was a freaking blast. Had tons of fun, and maybe I'll post a little, I don't really have many, yes I have videos, but they're terrible. You guys will never see those because they are rated R, definitely. But I had a great time. I went to Cabo. If you guys know Cabo, I went to Mandala. It's a dope club. El Squid Row, that one was so much fun. I met tons of people, met some girls, had a great time, and yeah, it was a fun time. But I'm back in Cali. It's time to work. So hope you guys all enjoyed these 5 downsides of iPhone reselling. Overall though, there's not too many downsides, so this shouldn't be anything to scare you guys away from this business model. It's not really something to freak out about. But yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoy. Okay, if you guys are still watching this, this is gonna be the 6th one, okay? So this title will be like 5 downsides plus 1 bonus. So because I already talked about 5, we're gonna make it 6. Okay, so one more downside of this is the limitation to scale. And now I am only saying this as myself right now. I think later I'm gonna figure out how to scale this to the moon. It's gonna involve having tons of people working for me in many cities if I do want to scale this up, or if I want to get into more business ventures. But with this business model, you obviously have a cap on how much you can make because the population in your city is limited. Maybe you only have 50,000 people. Maybe you have 10,000. I have 500,000, so I'm kind of chilling. I can make around $5,000 every single month with this business model very easily, so I'm not really worried about that. But with other cities in the state, or yeah, cities, with other cities, some of them have small populations, so that is one downside. If you guys have a smaller city, it will suck because you will not be able to make as much money. There are different ways that you can actually go out and make money with iPhone reselling. I have some ways that I discuss in my course where you can still make a substantial amount with even a small population, because it's kind of just the overall principle that can be applied anywhere with iPhones. But yeah, I think that's about it. That's gonna wrap it up for 5 downsides to this business model plus 1. So hope you guys enjoyed that last one. But other than that, hope you guys all enjoy. Again, if you did, smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. And let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see more content of. I'm going to be living in a new house, so I'll be able to post more videos due to less interruptions. Obviously, living in my parents' house, I had my brothers, being loud in my house, and then my parents being loud, so it was really hard to record content. But now I'm going to be in my own place. I'll be able to literally record all the freaking time because I'm gonna be living in a new house without my parents and all them. But that's gonna be super nice, super excited for that. I move in today officially, kind of. I'll sleep there. I actually already slept there for a few days prior. I just had to grab some more stuff and move it all over because I had no office desk or anything over there. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys all did enjoy again, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna post one tomorrow. You guys better keep me accountable. Just let me know in the comments what you guys want to see so I can keep flowing with ideas for these videos. But other than that, peace out guys, and have a good one.